Hello, and welcome to Sim Airport, a simulation game built by a studio which is very promising. They have been very active and they have been listening to what the community wants, and they have been uh, making the game better as we go. So that's definitely there. I would definitely ask you guys to like and subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting out there. If there's anything that you would like for me to change, please do comment. Even otherwise, you can comment. You can just tell me that you had a nice day, you had a shitty day, your boss was an ass because he made you subscribe to his YouTube channel. Any of that is fine, it goes well. Right, so we are making some money here, not a lot. I'm wondering if I should get seats here, but I am not too keen on that right now. So yes, we are working at full capacity right now because it's the morning. We are projected to make how much? How much? Say it, say it. We are projected to lose 2,788. Oof. I think it's time for us to get two more flights. The beach. The beach. CRJ. You are the Bombardier Dash 8. P767. No, we have an Embraer. Is that the best we can do? We have an A320. Small. Accept. Yes, please. So let's get you here. And we have, well, this is Learnyville. Learnyville Air is something that I don't like because all their planes are like really tiny planes. You can have like back to back tiny planes and then make up for the volume, I guess, but then I don't know. I just like the big planes, I like to see a lot of people coming in. Beechcraft is 19 people, that's a pittance. I think we have to go with the Bombardier. Actually, we can go with the beach. Oh, that's lesser. What was the other one? I think it was the Embraer, right? The Embraer had like 90 people. But at night, we don't have... Oh, we have an Embraer here. Let me just verify. Yeah, 90. Alright, we can get you then. Starflight it is. Right, so now this takes us till 23. So I guess we go back here and then we change the staff schedules once more. It goes up till here, which means I would like for you guys to stay till then. You guys too. You guys can stay a little longer. And the janitors can just a tiny bit longer. You don't have to stay through the whole thing. That's fine. And the chef. We haven't gotten into the chef business yet, so that's going to be something important. Right, so before we run completely out of money, let's quickly get ourselves some fuel. I mean, I guess anyway we would run out of money pretty soon, so we will need to get... So I'm pausing the game because I don't want to lose any money when I'm doing this. So let's get some of this. Let's get a bunch of fuel tanks. I think 2 should be fine. And let's get ourselves a refueling station all on the same line. We don't have enough funds. Oh my. And we're not even halfway through. So let's borrow some money quickly. We are getting really good rates for the money because we have a very good credit rating. So let's see, we can get 800,000 at 2.94%. Sure, why not? Let's get a refueling station here. Go down, get some of them pipes laid out. right? Now, that's not the end of it. So, you need to get the fuel to the planes. So, you need a hangar. So, let's get ourselves a medium hangar. This is just forward thinking because I am sure that we will need to upgrade it at some point of time. So, might as well get a hangar in right now. So, we can squeeze a hangar here. I think that kind of makes it look better. And let's just run through and wait for things to go ahead a little bit. Now, because we got the fuel, it might be good for us to actually have more gates. I think I will expand another two gates, or at least another one gate. The problem is that I want to do it one by one because I don't know if we will have enough large volume flights coming in anytime soon. As we saw, the large volume flights are drying up for the PM, so which means we can't get any more large volume flights for the PM. So we'll have to settle down with some of the smaller volume flights. Probably get some. I mean, I hope to God that we don't have to go down to the Beechcraft level, but I think we can get ourselves a couple of bombardiers. I mean, yeah, as long as if we get three gates and then we have just two ticketing people and two people in security, that could be a bottleneck. But we will have to wait and see if that's how things turn out. But for a small airport, I think our flow is pretty good. We rectified some of the issues. When people exit, they use a certain path. So all the exiting people get out here and then use this path. All the people who get in this way, which is good. In some of my games, I do have like another layer of wall here, so people get out of the plane and they don't even mix with the people who are trying to get into the plane because we don't want people mixing. What kind of heresy is that? Let people not mix. Right, so now we've built the fuel depot. We can click on this and go into the fuel settings, and we can basically buy fuel. We can set it to recurring, which means that we buy fuel every day. Like it tops up the fuel every single day. So we've got 290 990 or 900 liter, I'm not sure. We can actually check it here, can't we? Yeah, so this is 90.000. Looks like European lingo for 90,000. So this is 90,000 liters, so 90 kiloliters, which I was right. And this is 1.6 million kiloliters. We don't need this right now. We won't need that for a long time. Actually, in my other game, I just had like a bunch of these. I just spammed these. So let's go down here and see if this is built. This is almost done, which means it could be time for us to go and buy ourselves a little bit of fuel. Now it's okay for you to set it at recurring, but you can't change the pricing model right now. We need at least one hangar with a fuel truck, which is getting built right now, brother. So we assign a vehicle and we assign a fuel truck. So now we can go in here and we can set the pricing model to track the market, and let's say 20% should be fine. So we are charging a premium of 20%, but what we need to understand is that the price keeps changing. And at 11 o'clock, at 11 p.m. every day, you will purchase fuel and fill your tanks, which means tomorrow we're going to buy ourselves 180,000 liters of fuel. Now at 1.44 something, 180,000 liters is 180,000 plus another, let's say, I don't know, 90,000. So that's going to be almost 270,000 that's going to go towards fuel. Not exactly 270,000, it's going to be much less than that, but just for quick math, I just multiplied it by 1.5. So but that should give us good revenue. Like if you click on this, you can actually see how many. So 3.71 of the 12 flights are going to request fuel. So at least, that many flights are going to buy fuel from you. So each flight will buy a lot of fuel from you, and based on what your profit margin is and what your selling price is, you can make a good amount of money there, right? Like a decent amount of money. I'm not even joking. It'll pay for the CFO for sure. So if you build a fuel system, you don't have to worry about your day-to-day management at all. In fact, pretty soon we should be able to pay off our loan just because we have the fuel tank. Bag scanner requires repair and cannot be completed. Build a valid maintenance zone to allow repairs to be conducted. Okay, so we need a maintenance zone. So let's page up here and let's expand our office a little bit by getting ourselves a maintenance zone here. We can run the game still, I guess. Maintenance has to be a 5 by 5. So 5 by 5 is basically, so over here, right? Right, so I need a 7 by 7 over there. So we go to foundation and get ourselves a 7 by 7 over here. That will not have a door. So we need to build ourselves a corridor as well. Let's get a corridor that is too wide over here. And let's see if we can prioritize this. So we can have a door here and then we have a door here. So this will lead into this and then that will lead into this. I think it's called a toolbox. We need a toolbox locker because that's how you get to do maintenance work. So let's have a locker here and let's get a staff door over here. The end of the corridor, sure, why not? Let's get a staff door at the end of the corridor and let's get, no, I'm just going to remove that, so that's okay. Let's get some nice little flooring here. And maintenance here. Construction, dismantle both of these and let's get the wooden floor there as well. And just so it looks nice. Now when they come up here, it would be really nice if we have a window over here. Just so you know, as soon as you come up, it looks nice. Right, so now the baggage scanner should be fixed because we have our maintenance zone inside built. We are making 1532. Now is where you'll see the money go. So if you click on this, you can see the total percentage capacity of fuel which is connected to this fuel network. So when you go down here, this is our network. So this is fuel capacity of the network, but if you click on this, it's only the fuel level of the tank. The thing is that I think the tanks, if you connect them together, eventually the fuel level balances out. But in another 15 minutes, you're going to see the fuel truck come up here and then load fuel onto this. So we lose, see, it loaded. So we just lost 258. Oh, that was pretty close to our estimate. Right. So now what's happened is that the truck filled up the fuel from the refuel station. So when a plane lands and requests for fuel, the truck can directly go there. It doesn't have to go to the refuel station, refuel, and then go to the, go to the plane to load up the fuel again. So that's good. That's really good. But we made like 700 bucks without actually selling fuel, which means tonight it's going to take a nosedive for sure. Just because we bought the fuel, that will be part of our expenses. So that was on day 9. So this is horrible. The green line should always be on top. You can see we got, oh, this was because we took the loan on this particular day. So, ah, anyway, this is good that we are getting the fuel. We have some cash lying around, so I want to actually expand. I want to actually inset this into the wall, kind of, because I want this to be a free passage for people to walk through. And I also want to expand this to get another gate. So let's quickly go to gate and see how much that's going to set us off by. Right, so we need a gate until there. Actually, I could get myself a remote gate, which I didn't want to do so early on. We can have a couple of gates here, which would be good. But sure, what the hell, let's do it this way. So that's the gate. Let's get a taxiway connected to the gate. So that's fine. And let's get some foundations. I just want to measure this to see how much this is. This is 28. So if I go 28 this way, that's too close. I can't fit another gate there. Okay. So I guess we're doing it one by one. So we can actually go down a little bit further, I guess. We have the cash for it. So we can go down to here and then we can just expand that area. You know what? That might be a good idea. We can just expand it this way. It's 309. That's a lot of money. But we might be able to make it back real soon. I am being overconfident right now for sure. But what the hell? What the hell? It's a game. Let's do it. Let's do it. One thing that I'm not a very big fan of is I am never able to find the same type of floor in here. See, this is kind of like brick colored, but the only floor I can find is this, which doesn't really match with this. So when you expand it, you have to put a new floor type down there, which I'm not necessarily a very big fan of. Oh yeah, see, this guy just bought fuel, 15,000 bucks worth of fuel, and we still have like 64. Oh, this guy is buying fuel too. That's awesome. 20,000 worth of fuel. So we've made like what? We've made like 35,000 of the fuel, of like 25% goes back in there. So it's like we've sold, I guess, 25% of the fuel, and we've made 35,000. So times 4 is going to be 70, and around, well, that's bad. We're making a loss. Oh my god, we're going to make a loss on this fuel. I guess, I think, see, that's pretty bad. But of course, there's a lot of expenses. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's never happened so far. Of course, we are spending a lot of money on materials, so we're still actually we're making a tidy profit. It's not like we're not making any profits. It's okay. 4 people's enough. You finish building this. I want to get a little bit of a stockpile. Right. So at 11 o'clock again, we're gonna have to buy fuel, which means we will lose a bunch of cash. We just have to buy like a little less than 50% of our fuel. Oh no, he's buying more fuel. Actually, it's good that he's buying fuel, but still. 43%. The price of fuel is very low. It's going lower and lower, which is good for us. Huh. Yeah, the game gods heard me. Price has started increasing again. And we just filled up on fuel for 125,000, which is not so bad. Uh, how much we sold 4 times, right? Oh yeah, we're making a loss. Making a loss for sure. Although I didn't check out some of the fuel that we sold, so maybe we aren't. Maybe it's just in my head. Who knows? Maybe. So at night they go and do servicing for the runways. So you'll actually find some of our workers over here, because you see the runway maintenance condition is at 82.32%. So they'll stop working here and then they'll go there and they'll fix that up a little bit, like I don't know, polish it or whatnot. We're down to 30,000. Eesh. Eesh. We need to get more flights in. Maybe we shouldn't have made this project so big. But it doesn't matter, we can borrow again. I mean, our credit rating is bad anyway, isn't it? Yeah, it's bad. It's basically bad because we can't see this yet, right? So this credit rating is decided based on how much, on a lot of factors basically. Some important factors are how often you're paying back your loan, how much is your loan as opposed to the income that you get, and a bunch of stuff like that. The value of your airport, a lot of things. So right now our value is very bad. The value of all of this is just 83,000 and it's going down. That is because we have liabilities and whatever the revenue adjustment is. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So we need to make sure that we don't like buy too much fuel. I might actually stop buying fuel tonight if this number doesn't go above 120,000, because that's the amount that we actually sold last night. I might have to, yeah, I might have to like stop that. But I mean, at this point in the game, it's not fair to be worrying about loans. Because as much as I hate to say this, we are still building our operations. So it's accepted that we get some loans. Now, this is bad. This says that the wind condition is worsening. And at some point, if the winds are really bad, if they go above a certain level, like our capacity to handle is 12 knots, I guess. If it goes worse than 12 knots, it's not going to let planes land. So planes will get diverted. They'll go somewhere else. And if that happens, so 13 knots, it's inactive. See? So if that happens, we'll lose revenue on the planes, which is bad. So one thing we can actually do to remedy that is to go to upgrade and possibly get this. If we get this, which are strobe lights or some such thing, if we get these, we will be able to increase it to 15 knots. And we need 17 now. This little shit. More planes coming in, that's good for us. More planes landing, it's always good for us. They aren't requesting fuel, but that should be fine. Let's get the door in place. Oh my god! This is horrible. No, the door. Ah! Poop. I did not do this. Which is a problem. Because now we have to build this foundation over here. Because it needs to be connected. And then we need to get rid of a lot of those things. Still making money though, I guess. 2000 isn't so bad. We made 40,000 today. We spent 27,200. That's not so bad. It's not so bad at all. Right. So as they finish it, I am going to put a quick cut in this video. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye bye then.